Welcome to Discussing Nothing, the show where we talk about a useless topic we were talking about in the office, and rather than wasting our client's time, we waste our own and yours now, because you're here. Welcome, Tristan.
Hi.
That came out of nowhere. On today's show, we are going to be discussing...
Which radioactive animal would you choose to bite you? So like Spider-Man.
Okay, like Spider-Man. So you kind of get the skills, maybe you get some of the weird quirks of it as well. Okay. I mean, I can think of a bad animal to get bitten by, like a skunk.
Well, would that be bad for you or for other people?
Well, that's
your
true.
enemies.
Yeah, your enemy. Yeah, bad for your enemies. You'd have a great defense system, but flip me, clear a room. even if you got a fright, you just like, oh god, and the whole room is ruined.
You just have like a white streak down your hair as well,
yeah.
like a skunk's fur.
Does it mean that you get the like personality traits as well? Whereas like if you got bitten by a fly, you'd be able to fly, but you'd also now have to go and eat dead things.
You can only survive.
Well, Spider-Man doesn't have to eat flies.
To
Oh yeah, Spider-Man still eats food,
Aye, I guess.
but still,
don't know. I'm not sure. I can't really remember him eating too much in the films. They could just cut that bit out when he's sort of just caught other people in his web.
they missed out the part where he was
Isn't there a movie called Flyman? And it's like he gets bitten by a fly and then he like gradually turns into a fly.
It's just called Fly, I think. Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Is it just called Fly?
How do you guys know that?
Oh, my dad told me about it once. It's like weird.
Well, I mean, if you got like the characteristics, like imagine getting bit by like a sausage dog. You just got like a really long body and short little legs.
Literally me.
That is you.
A bee. You would, anytime you feel threatened, you'd go and attack someone and you just pass away.
Oh yeah, you were always like, you just had like suddenly panicked and then it like you could attack someone, but you just die. You just kill yourself. That would be like such a rubbish way to just end.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think one with a useful trait and also a pretty useless one, ostrich, because they're really fast, but you could only sleep if your head is in the ground.
What, is that true?
Yeah, ostrich, that's how they sleep, with a bury their head in the ground. You never seen that?
I have seen it. I didn't know that's how
I've seen it. I didn't realize that's how they slept though.
Okay, I might be I'm assuming that. Why else would they stick their heads in the ground?
Well, I don't know.
I don't think it's to sleep.
What's it for then?
I don't know.
You are right. They are known for, like you say, you don't bury
their head in the
sand like an ostrich. But I didn't realize that was for them to be able to sleep. You would be really fast though, but you'd have a really long leg.
Yeah.
Ostriches, despite popular misconception, ostriches do not stick their heads in the sand. This myth originated in ancient Rome.
Mate, you are spreading rumours.
You are.
I think the Romans, very rarely the culprits here for spreading rumors.
They started it and you just continued it.
That's at least 2,000 years ago.
That rumour's travelled a long way.
Occasionally,
before my time.
Occasionally, they do stick their heads in the sand to check on their eggs and rotate them.
Well, all right. Well, that means you'd have to sort of bury your kids under the ground. And then got to sort of dig them up or dig a little hole
just to check if they're all right. Yeah.
So turn them around.
Yeah, turn around, get back in there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be bad.
Imagine being a moth.
Yeah.
See the sun.
Just obsessed with old coats. Always in someone's cupboard, like, ooh, check out these coats.
Just eat clothes.
Just stare at the sun constantly.
And if you couldn't fly as well, everyone would just be sort of like clambering to like the highest possible.
Got the highest point just to look at the sun.
What is that thing? Although moths are quite good at like camouflaging. Like if you got like an old sometimes they're like funny colors and they like camouflage.
Where would that come in handy though?
Well, I was thinking I thought another cool thing to be bitten by would be like a chameleon, and then like you could just be like just turn into wherever you are, like become invisible. The thing is, they're not really fully invisible, but there's some animals that go pretty invisible.
Yeah, like I think cuttlefish and octopuses. They're
Good transparent.
Yeah, they can change color.
If you're an octopus, you could fit like through really small spaces. If that bit you.
You wouldn't have any bones.
Just like,
I think can octopus, if they lose a tentacle, I think do they grow it back? Or there's some things which do.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
you
do.
could regenerate. Like, octopus would be pretty good.
yeah, that would
to
actually be
honest,
quite
'cause,
good.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
like, sort
cut
of
through small
bend and
places.
You can
fire
camouflage
ink at
yourself.
people.
Oh,
or is that
yeah,
just
that as
squids?
well. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
How much do you take? Like, if it was like a cat, for example, does that mean that you can like jump high and stuff, but does it also mean that you have to like sleep all day and call for someone to let you out?
You're just like inside. You're like,
I don't think you become the
Alex.
animal.
You don't become the animal.
You just get its power. Like you get like abilities that the animal has.
Yeah,
So what's a
Instead of
cat's
doors,
abilities?
You'd have a sort of human-sized flap, like a human. Like
yeah, it's called a
instead of
door,
cat.
Tristan.
No, like a cat flap. It's not like the exact same, apart from human-sized.
What, the doors would just go, they'd swing like that.
What is the cat's abilities though? Apart from
They
like,
can jump. And
jump
land.
high, they always land on their feet.
9 lives.
Oh, a cat would be quite
You
good.
could die 9 times or 8. Well, no, if you died 9 times, wait, I can't.
9
8 or 9.
lives.
You would just be able to be like, right, see you tomorrow. You would just jump out the window.
No, I think you could. Well, yeah.
Well, you land on your feet, you might break your legs.
No, but a cat wouldn't.
Cats are really good at.
No, you have to jump from a certain height though, because if they jump too low, like if they're only a couple of stories up, they like really hurt themselves. But if they're higher, then they're fine.
What?
Yeah, it's like the higher up. I mean, not like really, like ridiculously.
Empire State
But
Building.
like if it's like above a certain height, like I think it's above 5 stories, they're fine.
Why?
Because I can't remember why. It's like something to do with they like form a certain shape. Yeah, they like can somehow like.
Parachute down.
Yeah, like
Whereas
those
if it's only a couple of stories up, they like really hurt themselves.
Huh.
Have you seen the video of a guy like dropping a cat? This sounds horrible. From like this far off the ground,
Oh,
and
and it
it just spins so
Yeah,
quickly.
I have
Like
seen
it just
that.
always
Oh, yeah.
lands on the feet. It's nuts.
Yeah, a cat would actually be quite good. I never even thought about that. Because it's like practical, but at the same time, not massively disruptive to your life or weird. Well, it would be a bit weird.
You don't start like growing hair in that.
Nah.
No.
I mean, Spider-Man did grow.
You guess what?
Extra
Well, I guess we-
suddenly on his
Yeah.
fingers, like to help him stick onto things.
Oh, yeah.
But
A cat. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, actually. Anything
think-
else?
I think there's this ant which goes inside other bugs' brains and can sort of control them. I'm pretty sure that's
What?
a thing. I've
What
seen
film
it.
is this?
It's a thing. There's like some sort of insect which can like control the minds of other.
No, I know what you mean. I've definitely seen that
Yeah.
somewhere.
So like, I'm not saying that you literally have to climb in other people's heads, but if you could just
You could
control,
just control them.
like, if
Oh, that would be a good one.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be an awesome one.
But also a bit scary. You could do some.
Do you know what?
You wouldn't want it to go to the wrong person.
Maybe we're all being controlled by them right now.
Maybe
You just wouldn't know.
know. No.
If you were bitten by something in the water, you'd be able to breathe underwater, and that would be pretty sweet. Like bitten by a fish, like a generic fish.
Well, being a deer would be quite cool.
What, Rudolph?
Yeah, seasonal work.
Or you'd be like hired by like mining companies to go underground and light things up because you'd just be really bright. You'd be like, "Oh, can you just turn the light on in it?" I was like, "Oh, don't worry."
If you're a canary, if you got bit by a canary, you'd also get taken.
You'd always
down
end
by
up in the mines, yeah.
but you
Just
just
really,
kept in a cage and die.
really
But then you
poor
don't turn
oxygen.
into an animal. You just get the powers, right?
Yeah, but like
Oh, yeah,
the
but,
crappy powers.
Yeah.
Rudolph.
There's no
Snows,
line
though.
here. Because now we're just going, oh, you're a full canary. You know? You get kept in a cage, you get taken down the mines.
just really poor.
Well,
oxygen
that's what canaries.
abilities.
Their ability is to die in contact with
Gas.
whatever it is. Is
Gas,
it like
I
some
think.
sort of gas? Yeah. What? Parrots. What if you're a parrot? They can. Well, things that can mimic.
Oh,
The sounds they hear.
that would be good.
Oh, that's a stand-up comedian job right there. You could just do impressions.
Yeah, you could be an impressionist.
You just like, or you
Very
could be on the
easily.
phone like pretending to be people like Jonathan Roth. You're like, oh, Jonathan Ross is on the phone. It's like, no, it's not. It's me. It's Gary.
So many animals that I look like. I was like, oh, a giraffe would be cool. Oh, wait, I already have a really long neck.
It's like, and what a talent you'd have of a really long tongue as well to eat leaves. Giraffes' tongues are long, by the way. Look it up. Look that up. Big
Oh,
old
well,
long
no,
tongue.
you know what? I actually
Well,
will.
if the length of tongue is what you want, I feel like an anteater would be
Mhm.
that'd be the go-to, and I think they can paralyze. Wait, do they? I think do they sort of paralyze things with their tongues as well? I think
Do they?
maybe, and that'd be mental. Just lick people and
Paralyzing things.
Yeah.
Going about. It's like, shut up, Jordan. Edit that out. That was not a good bet. The other thing I was thinking about was owls. You just like, what was that? Just like, you could fly and you can turn your head really far around. Limited case requirements. You'd be good as like a lookout on
yeah,
a ship. Although you could probably just turn around, to be fair.
yeah. Owls
Not that
don't.
practical.
If you had like just sort of like some of the traits, they like vomit up all their because they eat things whole and they like vomit up all the bones.
Oh.
So you just sort of
Yeah, that would be
you'd
nasty.
spewing
Yeah,
a lot.
not good. Right, so let's cut to the point. What would we want to be bitten by? I think I'd like to be bitten by something that can camouflage. I always like the idea of going invisible. And I think that would be very practical. That's what I'd be bitten by.
Why would that be practical? Like, are you going about doing sneaky things, or?
Yeah, maybe that's like a deep part of my soul that's like being revealed to the world. But that, if you ask me what my superpower would be, I'd want to be able to become invisible. I just think it would be fun. Or a cat. I'm going with something that goes invisible or a cat. Boom. Tristan.
I'd be a turtle.
We haven't even talked
Yeah,
about that.
nah, just thought of it now
What, hard? Why?
because they're just sort of like quite chill and they can breathe underwater. And I would
Can they breathe underwater?
maybe not.
That's the biggest
Having
option.
said that, yeah, you're probably.
So you could hold your breath for quite a long time.
And I'd have a really cool show.
Do you guys have an opinion on what you'd be? Quickly.
I would probably not be a moth.
Right.
I'd probably choose a cat.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
If it was actually turning into a cat, it'd be even better as well, because you'd just literally just chill.
Yeah, but
And
everyone
you'd
would hate
own
you.
your owner as well.
No, they'd hate you, though. Everyone would hate you.
Why?
Because you're a cat.
Oh, mate, didn't get me started.
Right. Anyway, next. Aalyn.
I think I would be either something that lives in the cold, so like a polar bear.
Plot
So I
twist.
could just go out in the snow and be like totally fine.
It's Christmas all year
Yeah.
round.
I could just go live in the North Pole.
Or a penguin.
Or like, I mean, this is a silly answer. I wouldn't actually want to be bitten, but like a porcupine. Because then, like, if I don't like someone, I can just like put up the spikes and then,
And run at them.
yeah, I don't have to deal with them.
Right. So if someone's attacking you, you can just...
Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks for listening to this episode of Talking About Nothing. No, that's not what it's called. Discussing Nothing. Talking About Nothing is also the same thing. Anyway. Thanks. Goodbye.
Mate, come on, Is that your outro?
That is, yeah, that's it. Over. It's over.